The objective of obturation is to create a complete seal along the length of the root canal system from the coronal opening to the apical termination. In this video, you're going to learn how to obturate root canals using either lateral or vertical condensation technique. The temporary filling is removed using a round burr in a high-speed handpiece and water spray. The canals are probed with an endodontic explorer. Calcium hydroxide paste is removed using either EDTA followed with sodium hypochlorite or MTAD alone. Before obturation, the canals are irrigated with 99% alcohol and dried with paper points. The master cones are fitted with tugback in the canals. The root canal sealer is mixed to a creamy consistency, and a small amount of it is placed in each canal with a file or the master cone. After placing the master cone, a D11 spreader is set to within 1 to 2 millimeters from the working length. The spreader is used to laterally condense the master cone and create room for accessory cones. After dipping the tip of the accessory cone in the root canal sealer, it is placed next to the master cone. The same procedure is repeated for placement of another accessory cone. A radiograph is taken to confirm complete obturation of this canal. After confirmation, the excess gutta percha is seared off using touch and heat. The sealer is placed in the other mesial canal using a number 30 hand file. After placing the master cone, a D11 spreader is set to within 1 to 2 millimeters from the working length and is used to condense the accessory cones in this canal. Another radiograph is taken to confirm complete obturation of this canal. The obturation continues with lateral condensation using a D11 spreader. The excess gutta percha is seared off using a touch and heat unit and condensed with large pluggers. A small amount of sealer is placed in the distal canal using a hand file. A medium fine gutta percha that fits within 1 to 2 millimeters from the working length is inserted in this canal. Another cone coated with sealer is placed next to the master cone, and the coronal portion of the cones is seared off using touch and heat instrument. The heated gutta percha is condensed with a large plugger. More vertical condensation of gutta percha is performed by removing coronal gutta percha with touch and heat instrument and condensing the filling material to within 5 millimeters of the working length. A radiograph is taken to confirm complete obturation of the apical portion of the distal canal. Removal of coronal gutta percha and condensation of warm gutta percha can be performed with a System B unit. Hot gutta percha is deposited in small increments using an Obtura gun. The gutta percha is condensed with large pluggers. This process continues until the entire canal is filled. Obturated canals can be seen in the mesial canals as well as the distal canal. After removing 2 to 3 millimeters of the coronal gutta percha from the orifice of each canal using a touch and heat instrument, amalgam is condensed into the orifice of each canal. More amalgam is placed in the access cavity to fill the entire pulp chamber. Restoring the access opening with amalgam maintains crown retention at its original levels and usually does not compromise its retention or its strength. A final radiograph is taken as a reference for comparison with future radiographs to determine radiographic healing of the periapical lesions.